everybody on YouTube, it's Icewalker here, and we are doing once another tutorial video for Snow Gaming videos. I recently, as you probably know, everyone's pretty much playing right now. Battlefield 4 literally just released, I think about 2-3 days ago now. I think it released, actually sorry, 4 days ago it released at midnight on the 1st of November in UK, because as you know I'm in UK, so I'm going for UK style, not America, because I know some people got it earlier. But in UK we got it on the 1st of November. And if you're like me and you're a PC gamer as well, and you did get Battlefield 4, as you can see on my bottom left corner right here, I did get a copy of Battlefield 4 pre-ordered, so I get China Rising DLC 2. But if you're like me, you may have noticed that you may received quite a lot of lag spikes. And I don't know why I actually got lag spikes at all, because if I quickly show you using the GUPZ, I got a brand new graphics card, and this graphics card didn't cost me too much. Man, new update. I got the AMD Radeon R9 200 series graphics card. I got the 280X by MSI. God, I can't say that properly. MSI. I got it from, and I got it from Overclockers. And as you probably guessed, it's a very good card. I've been able to play a lot of games on ultra settings. Or even on Battlefield 4, I can just about get ultra settings, but for some reason I get these weird lag spikes. So when I say lag spikes, I'm not talking about the game's playing and for some reason it stops. I'm not talking about that type of lag spikes. I'm talking about lag spikes when you're playing the game and you're getting, let's say, 60 to 80 frames per second, and then randomly it drops. And I mean randomly drops to about 20 frames for about 20 seconds or so, and it goes back up again, and it does again in a minute. I don't understand why graphics cards do that, but I think it's because when, for example, in Battlefield 4, when I've noticed it, it's because there's a lot of explosions, a lot of helicopters flying about, and the fact that it has to get all the physics in and all the collisions, and it's to generate a lot of stuff, and the graphics card for some reason just can't hold up, because and I found that it's actually not just the graphics card that's playing, the graphics card playing up, because in fact the graphics card is actually doing very well. It's actually the processor playing up. And I'm not the only person who's actually experienced it. As you know, I'm running the AMD FX 8350, and even with me, I get that error, and I'm running now at 4.5 gigahertz. But for some reason, I get those weird lag spikes, and I found that after doing loads of research, I came across one in the Steam forums, and I found that it is because the CPU is, I think it's called paging. It's sending too much to the CPU. It's asking the CPU to do way too much than it can to run the game at the same time and play the game. So what you just have to do, you really need to go into the registry and edit it. And after finding out how to do it, yes, I found it, and this is the only fix I found so far. But just to be cautioned, doing this, you do lose quite a bit of quality. This does allow you to run the game perfectly on ultra settings, and I really mean perfectly. I've been getting about 120 frames per second on ultra settings with this, but I've had to stabilize it so I can get it at a perfected quality versus performance, if you know what I mean. So I think I'm talking way too quickly. God, that's a lot taken. If I just close this quickly and I minimize all my stuff, information from start. Okay, we're gonna go to start, and we're gonna type in regedit. And that's right, yep, regedit.exe, and this is your registry of your computer. All your stuff is here, all the stuff pretty much your computer system, all your security stuff, all of it is here. And what you need to paste in this. I'm gonna put it in the description because I don't actually have the code, but if I can get the name, that's the code. You have to, what you do, you press Control F, and you get the find. So if I do it from scratch, you'll have this. Just close all of this, and you press Control F, paste it in. I'll put this code in the description. Press find. Wait for the registry to find it. It shouldn't take too long. But for example, like me, because I got a lot of stuff in my registry, and I mean I have to regularly back it up because I do have a lot of stuff. I have to keep double checking, and it does find quite a while to actually find what I want in the registry. So just give it a minute. Also, it shouldn't take too long. Maybe registry is powered by my graphics card, my hard drive. I don't know, because I do have a lot of stuff on hard drive, and it's running a little slow recently. But I don't know. But as you can see, it's searching away here, and once it's found it, even though I did minimize it, but this is how it would be if you looked at it for the first time. It's lagging now. Wow. Okay, so just let it find it while it's searching around the registry. So yeah, once it is found, I'll show you exactly how to reduce your pages. Make sure you do copy the code exactly how it is. I did get this from the Steam website, so I will post that in the description as well, because they are the person I got the things from, so I have to give him the credit that he deserved, because he helped me out a lot. Oh, there we go. You probably get this, and you have all these variables here. This, when you first see it, will be at 100, and I'll tell you why it's at 100. This is how much the CPU reads. Takes up every so often it gets sent. All the collisions, all the explosions get sent to your CPU. You got the minimum value and the maximum value that gets sent there. I think it's called paging or scaling. I'm not too sure what it's called, but maybe I'll have a little pop-up saying the names. I don't know, but what is always set at 100, you can see is 100% here. 64 is hexadecimal for 100. So what we need to do is we need to, sorry, 100 will be decimal and 64 will be hexadecimal. So what we need to do, we need to reduce this as much as possible. What you need to do is go to double click on value max, and you need to change it to decimal and change the decimal to 0. And what that'll do is stop the Battlefield 4, because this is the Battlefield 4 power settings. As you can see, we're in power, and it will stop it from taking all the usage out of the CPU, so it can run a lot stabler. But as I said before, you do lose a lot of quality. So what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to set it at something that's more, well, I wouldn't say, it's something that is okay on both sides, so I get good quality and I don't lose a lot of pages. So I'm going to let it set it to about 65. I know that should be okay. So it's 41 hexadecimal. What you need to do is now to save it. So it should save it if you close. So save it. I'm going to do a restart, and then once I turn it back on, I'm going to show you the quality in game. I'm Battlefield 4 in a campaign mode. So see you guys soon. Okay. So everybody, once we're back into the game, you can see that we're getting a very jumpy FPS. It's jumpy because, as you know, we are recording, but as you can see, the FPS is still really high. It's more higher because of I've made it 0 instead of it being 64, because if 64 it probably would be about 10 FPS or something really stupid like that. 10, no, it's 10, that's unrealistic. Something about 30, 40 FPS, and it'll stay like that and go lower and lower to about 10, if that. So what I've done is I'm just going to jump straight into a random vehicle. I'm going to jump into the F5. And you can see the frame, I'm getting 200 frames, 50 because I'm moving now. But don't forget guys, I am recording, so it will be jumpy and weird, so do remember that I am recording. Just play that this way. Yeah, so it's like 20 FPS now. Just give it a second. Okay. Yes, when you get to a certain bit, don't forget I am recording, it does jump up really, really high. It jumps to about 140 FPS. Really depending on where I am or what I'm doing. And we just check the one. I am low, so let's go high. Let's go ultra settings. So I'll just give you guys a quick idea of what the difference is. There's barely any difference really. Often the quality is a lot better. You still get good frame rate. As you can see, I'm getting 60 frames per second while recording. Don't forget, it isn't that stable because I'm recording on ultra with the software, trying to get best quality as possibly can. But without this, if I was recording on a different software or using a different processor, it would be a lot better considered now. But since I'm not, I'm gonna do what I've got really, and this is ultra. I'll show you if you stop now. You can see it's 40 seconds. It is slow because I am recording, as you know already. I go to, personally, if you are going to record, I wouldn't suggest using ultra because quality won't make much difference. I would suggest do a low or medium because it's not going to smooth. Look at that. get the right codecs recording, because I know this codex does make the computer really slow. So I need to, once I get my codecs ready, I will actually change it to a different recording software, but I don't like this one too much. So as you can see, if I can get to a place where my frame rate is considerably high. Should I want to quad bike? Okay, stay on that quad bike, it was higher. Wow, you see at 200. The FPS you can see right now is unbelievable. It goes up and it goes down again. And it goes up again and down again. It's very weird. But remember, it's because I'm recording. If he wasn't recording, remember I was getting 200 frames per second while recording. So if I wasn't recording now, I'll get a lot more than that. But okay, I am a low set, so it does make sense. But yeah, that's how to get Battlefield 4 a lot faster. But don't forget I am recording, so it will look like this, and the software I am using. So if this did help you, please like and comment below. And definitely make sure you comment, because that way I know how many people are actually using this little tutorial, so I know if it's actually working for me or not. If there's any errors or something that you don't understand, please comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And please click the subscribe button. I think I'm about 13 subscribers down from my actual goal. So once I get my 13, as you know, Snow Gaming Videos was originally for live streaming, but I need 100 subscribers before I can even do any live streaming. So if you guys can help me just by clicking that subscribe button, it takes about a minute, not even a minute, it takes about 2 seconds to click the subscribe button. So if you do that, it'll help me out, and then I can start live streaming. What was that? Something blew up. So yeah, I don't know how it happened, but it blew up. So yeah, make sure you click the subscribe button, and I will get back to you with comments and any more fixes for Battlefield 4 to increase FPS. See you guys next time.